ABC 15 Sonoran Living Live. Adventure. Your health. Your life. This is Sonoran Living Live.
Okay, you know, they act like they own the world and they don't care what anyone else has to say. You know who we're talking about, the ones with big egos. Well, coming up, the easy way to deal with those frustrating people from the author of The Little Book on Big Egos. Welcome back, everyone. We've all met at least one person who's got a big ego, and dealing with it can be a little irritating, not to mention frustrating, but it really doesn't have to be. Joel Epstein is the ego guy and author of The Little Book on Big Egos, and he joins us this morning with tips on how to control those huge egos. And welcome, Joel.
Welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so here's the deal. Now, we all know those people. I personally have a tendency just to shy away from them. You know, even though I might like them as a person, I just don't want to even deal with them.
Just go the other way.
That's not a good thing, though, is it?
Well, those people are tough, and you know, some of those people you have to deal with, though, right?
That's true.
I mean, what if it's your mom?
Oh.
Or your spouse.
Or your coworker.
Or your coworker.
Right.
Or your boss.
Or your neighbor.
Then you've got to deal with them.
Yeah.
And that's where there's good techniques in the book when you've got to deal with them.
All right, you've got 3 no-fail tips. Okay.
Easy ones,
All
easy
right.
ones.
What's the first one?
The first one is always remember where the finish line is. It sounds very simple, but when you're interacting with an ego monster, what do you need to get out of the interaction? Are you ever going to see this person again? When's the last time somebody cut you off in traffic and you drove up 100 miles an hour right behind their bumper and put your bright lights on? You're never going to see that person again. So it doesn't really matter.
But what if you are?
There you go. Then you go to number 2.
Oh, okay.
And that is never return fire. Sounds simple.
Really?
But when there's a raging ego monster in front of you, you have to remember, they're pre-programmed to win. They want to win and they want to fight. So the worst thing you can ever do is fight back. Somebody says something mean or harshly critical to you, the worst thing you can do is give it right back. That's going to stoke the fire of that little ego flare and make it into an ego fire.
Well, or that person's like, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm going, and you automatically want to go, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm going there.
That's chapter 8.
That's feeding in.
That's chapter 8. One up is always one down.
Oh.
One upping. Okay. But the third technique is give them a cookie.
And
some of your people watching today will go, why'd you bring this guy on? I'm not going to be nice to someone who's being nasty to me. I would challenge anyone out there that the next time you're standing in the face of an ego monster spewing nastiness at you, actually be nice back.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And see what happens. Stops them in their tracks because they want to fight.
Now, you know, here's what I'm a little confused about is how to tell the difference between, or how to know if you're one of those people that just simply has a big ego or you're just trying to exude confidence.
Well, there's a fine line
important.
between confidence and arrogance. And
Yes.
I always like to say arrogance is confidence with your hands over your ears. That's how close it is. And to be successful in life, and it's very important to be a successful person, a good friend, a good parent, a good worker, a good boss, a good anything, you have to have a very healthy, positive ego, and you have to have positive friction all the time. And what happens is when someone says something to you, you hear it, it goes in your ear, and there's a little person in your ear, and they're called the information traffic cop. And what that person's job is to take that information, send it to your brain, so you can make a logical decision. Well, if they're out to lunch, like what happened most recently with Donald Trump and Rosie O'Donnell, and they're out to a 10-martini lunch, and that information gets to your ego, you could have a negative, bad reaction.
Do you think that's all
an ego
real?
fire.
Do you think that's all real?
I think that the first 2 days were all about PR, and I think the last 28 were very real.
Oh, really?
I think that they went over the edge. And
it's a snowball effect.
Well,
they're going down.
But it's the best thing about this book is that it happens to all of us. It happens every day.
And we all know somebody who has one. And if you need to figure out what to do, here's what you do. You pick up the book. It's called The Big Ego, and Joel has all of the information for us that we put on our Sonoran Living website, Kaylee. So some interesting read for sure, because, even with the kids, we have to be able to, not stroke their ego too much.
No, but I like the point, Joel, that you raised, that it's okay to have at least a little bit of a healthy ego, and there's a big difference.
And there's a fine line between arrogance and...
I know. Hey, thank you very much.